To load print materials into your A5500 printer, first hit the Load Supplies button from the home screen. The print carrier will slide back into the service position. If necessary, cut the existing material just after it leaves the spool. Rotate the gray Smart Cell disc so that it disengages from the Smart Cell reader at the bottom of the spool. Grasp the material spool on both sides and pull it straight off of the spindle. Release the remaining material from the material path by pulling on the yellow knobs and swinging the rollers to their locked open position. Swing down on the lower roller and up on the upper roller until they click into place. Loosen the lock arm on the material uptake spool and lightly pull the excess material out of the printer. Be sure to double check for any errant labels in the material path, especially on the top and bottom sides of the peel plate and near all of the rollers. Ensure that the roller guides are set wide enough to accommodate your new material. Please note that all A5500 approved materials will be mounted to a gray colored spool, which match the gray color of the material's spindle. Orient your material spool so that the tab with the Smart Cell is at the 6 o'clock position and with about 12 inches of material already unwound. Slide the spool onto the spindle. Begin feeding your material into the material print path by first going over the first roller, then in between the upper black roller and the first yellow knob. The label path should be a straight line to the underside of the peel plate. Lift the peel plate guide and feed the material under the roller. Once again, guide the material in between the black rubber roller and the yellow knob. Bring the material to the uptake spindle and slip it underneath the lock bar. Be sure that the material is aligned flush to the back metal plate. Tighten the metal tab on the spindle clockwise to snug up all the material in the print path. At this point, be sure to double check the underside of the peel plate and ensure that your material runs between the gap sensor and the steel plate, not over the sensor. Adjust the material so that it is flush against the inside metal collars of the rollers, then snug in the roller guides enough to ensure that the material stays straight, not so far that the material gets bent or crushed. Then, pull on the two yellow knobs to lock the material against the rollers and secure the material in the print path. Rotate the gray tab of the material spool to snap the smart chip into the reader. On the touch screen, hit the Feed Supply button once. Manually remove the label. Repeat this step so that you feed and manually remove a total of 2 labels. Close the printer side door and hit Done on the touch screen. The print carrier will slide into position. Hit the Home button on the touch screen. You are now ready to print and apply flag labels.